Oh, when the Saints go marching in, when the Saints go marching in.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Set! 180!
They'll run with Corum to begin the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA! Blake Corum hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Saints 0.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 34. 31 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
60 by 6.
To throw now, Shuck. Olave over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 27-yard line.
Shuck now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Toss play to the right to Blue. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jaden Blue, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pushing his way through. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. 50, number 20. I got it. Look behind.
They'll go back to Corum on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the Rams at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready. Hey, 54.
From the gun, here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. And you look at this Saints defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away their timing.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Ready. 280.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
280.
Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 14.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
280.
To throw is Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Saints.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st down, it's Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Shuck. Gets it underneath to Blue. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Shuck. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Shuck again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Second and 10. Now Shuck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Set. 280. Monday.
Here's Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Stafford. Oh, and that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Lady. Easy alert.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Oh, good move. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nakua from 21 yards away. And the Rams have retaken the lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Shuck. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, 22!
Throwing is Stanford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, give me radar.
A final shot before the break. Stanford. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And the Rams got it. They'll bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
It's second down.
Here we go.
Now they'll toss it here to Blue. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
In motion, the tight end. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Blue 60. And middle. Omaha, ready, blue. Ready, hot.
Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Zebra. Ready. 59.
To the air again, Stafford. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
10.
Now it's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
50.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. On 4th down, Stafford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
No gain on the play.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
They go play action here with Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun, Shuck. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First down.
Now Blue trying the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play fake. Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. They run for it. Here's Blue. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Play action. Shuck. From left side, taken in by Palmer. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 15. First down, New Orleans.
To throw now, Shuck. This one taken in by Olave. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
In motion right, Olave. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. A quick hitter complete. It's Johnson. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jaden Blue with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Dominic Hampton on the coverage.
Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Hey, 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He was trying to get it to Tutu Atwell there. And it's 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
To throw is Stafford. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Trey McBride, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Set. Blue 60.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Stafford. He'll try and do this himself. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They begin with a carry for Blue. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
19, 18. Go.
He'll look to throw. Connecting with Johnson. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A big play here. 3rd and 2. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Let's go now. Black ultra. White. White. White blue. Ready?
They'll go. Here's Rattler. That's to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
Saints.
Blue striker. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Yellow.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
Red 38. Set, huh?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So for the Rams,
the victory moves them to